Okay, the context of this follow the leader is going to be inside space, lots of inside space, and that's perfect for winter. The first thing I want to do is let's let's just drill this in both directions because why not? I want to do so. You maybe can't actually do a full corkscrew like this, but if your space is small, but let's practice the wrap up into the short poi like that. So bead, right? I'm going clockwise, and I'm going to do the right hand wraps on bottom and the left wraps on top, and then I'm suddenly short. So the way I'm doing this is as the poi is up here and comes down, I stick my fingers down so that my poi comes around it on the second turn, and I do an extra turn. That's what this is my right hand, yes. So I'm up and I'm down, and it comes around the hand like this. I'm up, I'm down, it comes around, and then I go back into up and down. You're up, you're down, a wrap around, and then you should be in short. And then you can just go above and below the arm in your inside plane. So you're a regular, and then when you come down, do an extra beat, come around the hand, and then go above the arm. Up, down, wrap around the hand, come above the arm in short. Yes, nice. Okay. Left does it slightly differently. The left is going to be down, up, wrap around up top, and then you're in short poi. What you do is after you wrap, come down below the arm, and then when you come up, don't come above the head, you just come above the arm. So up, down, wrap up top, extra beat, come down below the arm, then inside plane. Okay, so then up, down, up, down, up top, extra beat, wrap around, below the arm, above the arm. So if we put that together, we would, yeah. So I lead with my right hand, and then half a beat later, my left one does its wrap, and then boom, all you do is this. Well, because you're in split time, you're half a beat ahead with whichever hand is leading. So I'm leading with my right. You could lead with your left. I'm leading with the one on bottom, and it wraps just a split second before the one up top, and then I'm in short poi. But you don't have to do it that fast as I just did it. Like right now, I'd settle for you just getting it into it. So you're here. I'm going to wrap my bottom and just keep it doing extra beats up top, then wrap my top, then come into my inside corkscrew. We get it. Well, you could wrap with your whole hand. I'm doing it short, but you could do with your whole hand. It depends on the length of your poi. Okay, yeah. So size does matter in this instance. Anybody who tells you otherwise just isn't hasn't been playing with our length of poi balls. Um, so if it's longer, so because I have my longer poi, I could do it with my whole hand. It would be the same sort of technique, only I go around the full hand instead of just the two fingers to get the wrap to happen. Uh, that would be the low part. And then if I'm up top and it's the full hand, I would hold the whole hand up. Oh, you can't see that. I would hold the whole hand up and wrap around. Yeah. Version. The anti-clockwise is the other way around. So with anti-clockwise, what happens is the right hand is on top. So you do the extra beat up top, wrap around, and then you're in your inside plane. Right? Extra beat up top, extra beat up top, wrap around, and then you're in inside plane. And extra beat up top, and then wrap around in your inside plane. Or extra beat up top, wrap around, and then you're on your inside plane. And then your left hand does what the right hand did, where you come down to the extra beat under, wrap around, and you're in the inside plane. So with the full hand, it's like this, up, down, extra beat, wrap around the hand, inside plane. And then with just the two fingers, it's like this, come down, two fingers, inside plane. We'll just do it once, and then we'll go into short poi. So let's just start with the clockwise because that's the one we did first and did more drilling for. So you're in your regular, in theory, if you were connecting this into a longer flow, you would start here in your regular corkscrew clockwise, then wrap the right on bottom, left on top, and then come into your inside corkscrew like this. Okay, now let's do a separation and come back together, and a separation and come back together, and a separation and come back together, and a separation and come back together. Nice. And a separation, and now spin with the separation, above and below, and come back together. Now, Anti-turn in the corkscrew and separate and back together. And now spin in turn with a corkscrew, separate, come back together, separate, hold it separated. Now we're going to do the anti-turn and then come back together. Holy craziness, Batman. So let's try that whole thing again. You're just starting from the clockwise corkscrew. So you're in your corkscrew, you separate, come together, separate, come together, separate, come together, separate, come together. Then we're going to separate one more time, turn right in the separation, come back together. Then we're going to turn left in the corkscrew and separate and come back together. Then we're going to turn right in the corkscrew, and then we're going to separate, come back together, separate, and now we're going to turn left in the corkscrew. So I was alternating between turn and anti-turn in that particular sequence. I think the other thing I want to say is when you do the separation, you could do it slower than I'm doing it. I'm doing it nice and nifty like this, where I'm just popping out. All you do is making it look so easy. That's just 20 years of doing that. So if you need to, you can separate like this, where you take multiple beats and then you come back together in multiple beats. I'm keeping it in split time as I'm doing it, but the intention is to get it nice and wide. Also, for people playing along at home, you might be feeling this in your deltoids, and if you are, that is normal. Just with practice, they'll get stronger.